Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is John from Tank Pump Studios with another easy, colorful gradients video. And in this video I'm going to show you three things. There's an error I'll show you how to fix. There's a tweak for skyboxes. And there's also the concept of repeating materials and the difference it makes. So for starters, I'll show you the fix for the error. Okay, I've got this scene going, and if I go back to the console, you can see that there's an error, a number of errors in here, and it's always instantiating a non-readable texture is not allowed. It says mark it readable or don't even instantiate it. Well, that's quite a threat, but we can mark it readable easily enough to satisfy its needs. I actually don't know why you have to do this. I don't understand the background for it. But it's easy to do. PN blue skies, PN sentiment, it's really any of the textures. So I'm going to go in here and just mark all of these readable. To do that, I'm selecting them all. And in here, it's just this checkbox. Check it, and then hit apply. And it's likely that we won't have that problem this time. Not at all. Okay, that's one thing for this video. I wanted to show you that. Another thing is for skyboxes. There's an interesting problem that happens with the seams between the sides and the top. So here's a skybox I just made. It's pretty nice. But see down at the bottom, I was trying to blend this color on the bottom with this color on the side. But this blue glow shows up. And the same thing happens at the top, where a brown glow shows up. And I figured out why that is. If I go to the project and I pick the texture that I picked for the sides here. So if I go to that texture right here, its wrap mode is repeat, which means it's intended to be seamlessly repeated, which means that the other side of this texture would end up going right alongside here. But if you change that to clamp, it goes away. And although those colors don't match up perfect, there's certainly none of that glow problem anymore. So I'm good with that. I'm going to hit apply and save that. That was the second thing I wanted to show you in this video. The third thing is a trick that you can use to make the shapes and objects you use in your scenes with these gradient textures even more dynamic and interesting. So I'm going to make several cubes here. And I'm going to pick, yeah, that one's cool. I'm picking textures just to, I'm just picking ones that look interesting. Okay, now when I did that, it automatically made materials for all of them here. So this is using the pH red-white material. And if I make another cube, put it down here, and drag this same material onto that cube, let's figure out if it's going to use exactly the same material, pH red-white. Is it using the same material? Yes. So what that means is, if I change this one, it's going to change the other one as well. Now, if that's easy to fix, you just select that material and duplicate it and drag the duplicate onto this cube. Now, although they look exactly the same at the moment, they're technically different materials, and this won't apply to both. But I'd say that's the biggest gotcha you have when you're adjusting the values in the shader configuration options, which is what we're going to do here to make this more interesting. So for this red-white cube, what I wanted to show you is tiling and offset. If you actually make this 2 in the Y direction, it doesn't change anything at all because it's just duplicating the colors in this direction. But if you change it in this X direction, it makes more stripes. So you can make 4 to make a whole stripe pattern on there. Kind of a candy cane looking thing. And you can do that with all of these. 2. And then you can offset it a little bit, like if you want the blue to be at the bottom. Or if you want to make it more, say, blue than red, you can make it an odd tiling and then offset it just enough so that the less of the red is visible. That's what I wanted to show you, is that you can get some interesting repeating patterns with these as well. You can, oh, I forgot, you can even stretch them out to be less than 1, like 0.2. And then it's just showing part of the texture, and then you can cycle it through the white and the red to any degree you want. That's what I wanted to show you here, that there are lots of options when it comes to repeating these textures to make things even more interesting and more dynamic. So for right now, that's all I have for this video and this series. Thanks for hanging out with me again on my channel. And as always, comment with your ideas and questions, thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you want more videos like this.